We are not a hate group. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or black militia group. Israel United in Christ is a non-violent Bible-based movement. We do not advocate or condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender. We advise that if anyone hears or knows of any plots to cause harm to anyone or to break the laws of the land, you must contact the proper authorities to bring awareness to any possible threat as stated in Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1 of the King James Bible. Hey, shalom, most high in Christ, blessed. We are Israel united in Christ, and this is the Armor of God. Armor of God. Today's a special day.
Very.
Because we're going to talk about the ADL. Nothing else significant is going on today,
right,
of God.
Say it again.
Nothing else significant is going on today of God.
Not right.
We're going to touch on that briefly as well. But hey, we're here to teach repentance to you so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Indians. You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
We're coming at you on WGAI 560 AM.
And as well, you can also follow us on every major podcasting platform, Apple, Spotify, Boomplay, you name it. We also are on their Armor of God.
All praises, all praises. I'm Officer Rayuel.
I'm Officer Mishael.
Officer Abraham.
Officer Hezekiah.
Officer Ibnaya.
And this is Officer Yarakab.
Hey, all praises. What's the title? What we got going on? Bring the man up.
Yes, sir. So we're going to continue the flow from last week's show. We're going to show our people that the conspiracy continue and the deception is real. This is part 2 of When Propaganda Attacks.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
dude, man, you need to put that brother voice behind movies.
Yeah, that's good right there.
Put him up.
Right.
It's good right there. Somebody pop some popcorn.
Yeah.
Y'all sit back, get your libations. Like Bishop say, get your libations, get your comfort food, get your diet food. Put them damn Easter eggs down.
Yeah.
Right.
Put those down.
Look it out.
Give me that armor of God. Give me that Ephesians.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That's what we here for. Help you put on the armor of God to stand against the wiles, the tricks, the deceptions of the devil. Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
So we not, again, we had the disclaimer, we're not a hate group. We're not a violent group. We a Bible-based movement.
That's right.
Come on.
But against principalities.
And the only way to fight those principalities is with the armor of God on you. With the weapons of our warfare. This Bible, that's how we fight.
That's right.
That's it. That's the only way we fight. Come on.
Against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Who we're going to talk about today. We got to go into it. Guess what? God says conspiracy. The way he's talking about, he's not giving the name of the people.
Right.
He's telling you right there in the New Testament, in the last days, there'll be a dark conspiracy. There'll be a dark power.
Right.
That rules the world. You don't know who they is.
And it is not theory.
It's not theory.
It's not theory.
No. We're going to prove it with facts. Read that part again.
Hey, they in the shadows.
Right.
They're in the shadows.
Right.
What?
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
So no, we're not all equals. There's some people that rule this world in darkness.
Right.
Come on.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Dang. It ain't just in your house. The church be like, hey, there's wickedness in your house. No, it's not just your house. In the highest levels of your government. Message. Wickedness.
Right.
That means these people can change things. They can put things in motion.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to look at it. When you look in the news, when you see bad things come to pass, become law. I gave it away. Come law. Become popular.
Right.
Become the talking. It's like when you can't speak against it.
Right.
That's what God is talking about right here. There's rulers that control the darkness being put out in this world. So we got to see who these people is. For one, these people got holidays going on that are not in the Bible.
Right. One going on today.
I just want to take a brief detail. Y'all mind if I talk about Easter?
Let's talk about it.
You talk about Ishtar.
Go on,
Talk
brother.
about Isis.
Go on, brother.
Talk about Astaroth.
Bring it out.
We talk about Babylon's God right quick. Give me Lamentations 2:14 real
Bring it
fast.
out.
We ain't gonna take, we're gonna get back to our topic. But we gotta touch on, everybody's out there Easter egg hunting. Rabbits don't lay eggs.
Rabbits don't lay eggs. Hey, y'all remember the commercial they used to have when they had a damn lion sitting up there with the bunny rabbit ears?
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody doing all that crazy stuff. Like, come on, man.
Eating chocolate eggs.
What was that for?
I don't know.
Why did the lion have? What was it?
There's a parable behind it.
That's a deep parable, man. I'm just telling you,
That's
man.
Judah today. Judah has an old lion with bunny ears on. Who will rise him up? You got it? Lamentations 2:14.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about Ishtar real quick.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 2 and verse 14. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee.
Who the prophets today? That's your Christian pastors and your black churches. Read.
And they have not discovered thine iniquity.
So they're looking at foolish things that don't matter. But they ain't figured out, where did Israel go off? How did they end up in slavery? How did y'all end up at the bottom of society? Read.
To turn away thy captivity.
That means, how do we please God to get captivity off us? Our pastors have not figured out how to please God enough to get us out of slavery. They've been praying to God for 400 years,
right.
And we still in the hands of the same people. We still are, we have racist things happen against us. We got a man lynched. We talked about that last week in Mississippi.
Yep.
Modern day lynching. It just happens. There ain't no laws passed over Rasheem Carter.
Right.
Bruh. Where the laws at? Where's a group formed to protect him? Like the ADL was formed to protect Leo Frank.
Right.
Bring it out.
Where's our $1 million group? You won't find it.
Hey, it goes into. Hey, give me that scripture. The law is slack and judgment never go forth.
Rebecca.
You know, that's what it goes into, man. Anything that happened to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is going to get swept under the rug. We talked about it last week on the show. You know, how many bodies are out there in the woods right now? How many unsolved cases of black folks and Hispanic folks that have been killed by so-called white people?
Right.
How many? You know what I'm saying? But that's because when things happen to us and we get killed, no judgment never goes forth. Read that.
Habakkuk chapter
chapter
2.
1.
Habakkuk.
Or chapter 1, verse 4.
Yeah.
Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Therefore, the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
Hey, y'all think this United States of America is a law-abiding country? Read that Bible again.
Therefore, the law is slack.
Hey, listen, the law is slack here. They trying to pass all laws that goes against the Bible. Bruh. Read.
And judgment doth never go forth.
And when you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans get killed, guess what? Nobody goes to jail.
Right.
Nobody is convicted. No judgment goes forth. Okay, so you got people walking around here with blood on their hands and just being able to live and have a good life after they done kill somebody.
Right.
Right.
Y'all go ahead and chew the cud on that.
Dang. Go back to where you was at, Lamentations. You finished Lamentations?
You want to finish this off?
No, did you finish it? Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore, wrong judgment proceedeth.
You see that?
It goes back in what we opened up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wicked rule the world.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
The
there it
devil.
is.
That's what it is.
So then when you see a calendar come out from the wicked and it's got his days on there, and you can't find one instance of Easter in the Bible.
I was gonna hit that.
You got one. Go ahead, Alf.
No. If you finish.
No, I said just one instance of Easter in the Bible and no commandment to do it. We have commandment to do Passover.
Right.
We have, and that's a totally different. You can't say, "Oh, well, that's our Passover is Easter." No, it's not. It takes place on totally different times.
Right.
You got people that call themselves the Jews. They already doing the Passover.
Yeah, they early. But see, here's the thing: you Christians, and you ones that say y'all are followers of Christ, right? When you read the Bible, do you ever read in the Bible where it says Christ kept Easter?
Right.
Never.
That's the
point.
If you truly follow Him and you reading your Bible, you reading the Gospels, right? Do you read anywhere in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John that Christ celebrated Easter? You won't find it.
You won't find it.
You don't find that
But you will
suspicious.
find, that's very suspicious. What you will find is the Lord kept the Passover.
That's right.
Right.
That's another way. That's another way that you know though. You can't even find how to celebrate Easter in the Bible.
No.
You can't even find that there. So that's how you know it's not of God.
What the Christians all they're going to say is, it's about love, brother. That's what it's about. But not understanding love is keeping the commandments. That's right. Easter is not a part of that commandment.
Hey, and you know what? Give me Acts real quick. For the one time that y'all actually do see it in the Bible, give me that Acts chapter 12 and start at 1. It's gonna be 1 to 4.
We need you Christian pastors to take notes right now.
Yeah, please.
So I'm about to hit some of y'all upside the head with a little bit of history.
Right.
Go ahead.
Acts chapter 12 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hand to vex certain of the church.
King Herod was what we call today the so-called white man. All right. Go ahead.
And he killed James James, the brother of John, with the sword.
Kill one of the 12. Go ahead.
And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also.
So the Jews, that was us. And there was a lot of our own people who did not want us to preach the gospel that Christ had came down to teach us. Go ahead.
Then were the days of unleavened bread.
So around this time was the Passover that this was about to take place. Go ahead.
And when he had apprehended him,
So when Herod had apprehended him,
he put him in prison
put Peter in prison.
and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter
Read.
to bring him forth to the people.
So Herod, he wanted to celebrate his holiday, not the Jews, because the Jews, they celebrated Passover. He wanted to celebrate Easter, his holiday, and then he was going to do wrong to Peter. So for you Christians who have the William Tyndale Bible, because some of you do, you see that William Tyndale, before he actually got into the proper translation like King James did, his Bible, it says Easter in all of the parts where it says Passover at. Once King James in 1611 finished it with the 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars, he made the proper translation to make the difference between Passover and Easter. He left Easter right there because this was Herod's day, not the Jews.
There you go.
Hey.
That's some butter. That's some butter for your brain.
Butter for your biscuits, man. Put the Easter eggs down, pick the Bible up, and go write notes on this passage.
That's right.
Write notes on it. Maybe they need people to show up and just show them the scriptures. I'm sure we can oblige in that manner as well.
Of course.
But man, that's some heavy history right there.
That's some heavy history.
I appreciate it. So we're gonna get back into our topic. We done smashed Easter
Right.
real quick. Ishtar,
Real quick.
Astaroth. We already took care of that. Let's get that article. That article regarding A&T. A&T University. That is a HBCU. We're very familiar with it. You know, we're in North Carolina. We've been out there. We've talked to people a couple times. Shout out to IUIC Gastonia. They go out there all the time, deal with the people. That's our place, right? Colored folks.
Right.
When it was set up, it was colored folks.
Right.
Negroes. That's our school. Somebody tell me why this white man showed up. He showed up to the campus. Y'all got IT? It's that last one. So-called white man Esau showed up.
And why he's getting that? Wasn't it brought out to us about what A&T stood for?
Yes, sir.
It was.
Yes, it was.
Agriculture and technology.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Dang.
Agriculture and technology.
Agricultural and
Yeah,
technology.
they said most of them black colleges were A&M,
Yeah, A&M was okay. Yeah,
but A&T is the
right.
same.
Technology.
That's exactly the same.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Meaning y'all gonna get to work in them fields. Y'all gonna be y'all the machines.
Right. We're going to show you how to work the machines, how to
Right.
build the machines, and how to fix the machines.
Right, right.
Yeah.
The next level of slavery.
Right.
The upgrade.
Y'all can do more work now.
Y'all got me? IT? The A&T article is the very last article, the very last one. Give me that very last article. Give me, while we waiting, give me Matthew, Mark 7. I guess we'll just keep kicking Easter while we wait.
Yeah, why not?
Give me 7 and 6. Mark 7 and 6.
Bring it out.
While we wait, we're going to take care of y'all Easter. Go ahead.
The book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Read.
He answered and said unto them, well hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written.
Man, America's a hypocritical nation.
Very.
Hypocritical. Come on.
This people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
The heart is far from you.
And you know how it got far? Y'all ready?
I say a lot of sign language.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. All right, there we go. Go ahead, officer.
Yeah, you start doing, it says you teach for, read on.
Howbeit in vain do they worship me.
Come on.
Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
It says Herod's Day. That's a holiday completely unbiblical.
Right.
And that's what they're teaching today in church. Resurrection Sunday, Easter, same thing.
Right.
Now, let's read this article.
Man,
Whoever got it.
I got it. Man with car full of weapons on North Carolina A&T campus was in very dangerous mental state.
What was his car full of? Is it DoorDash? What was in his car? Grubhub. Full of what?
Full of weapons.
Candy.
Full of weapons.
Ice cream.
Those are weapons.
Flyers? Because I know a flyer is about to be a felony. To pass flyers, certain literature. So he's full of what now?
Man with car full of weapons on North Carolina A&T campus was in very dangerous mental state.
Can we, let's read I need his name out. Let's get his name out there. They don't like to put the names of the people out there.
Or the church they attend.
Or the church they attend. What church does this man go to?
Let's get into it.
Yeah, they hate to do that.
I bet he celebrates Easter.
Yeah,
Bet he in
God
Easter
forbid.
service right now.
God forbid that they bring out the church.
All right, let's read on.
Arrest records show Brandon Bentley
Oh, Brandon Bentley.
brought several weapons into the campus. including 5 guns.
What you need 5 guns for?
He sounds like a disturbed white
That
dude.
sounds like when you run out of ammunition in one, you're going to switch to the other to continue doing the thing you came on the black campus. This is a white man.
Yeah. Right.
We got his picture up. We can put this in the video. This is a Caucasian man from the Caucasus. This is an Edomite, an Idumean.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is.
Read.
A makeshift firework explosive.
What you going to do with that? You trying to apply? You trying to sign up? You trying to join one of the fraternities? What is he doing with those? Keep reading.
Brass knuckles.
So in case all else fails, I'm going to get the brass knuckles. Come on.
A machete.
Wait a minute.
He trying to chop people.
He could kill Jason with this stuff. He go fight Freddy Krueger with all the weapons he got.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sword.
A machete and a sword.
And a blow dart weapon.
Just in case.
Hey, you know, so okay, the blow dart. Hey, I'm thinking, okay, because you know they have a lot of human trafficking that be happening, right?
Yeah.
So let's say he kills some people and he's able to get away. The blow dart knocks people out. They don't kill them. Depending on the one that the weapon.
Yeah, whatever you put in there.
Toxin,
Yeah, the darts that they have, it could kill them, right? But some of them, a lot of times people use blow darts to knock them out until later.
You don't find that suspicious?
Yes, I do. I find that very suspicious. A blow. Who gets a blow dart? Where do you find that? Kmart? Wait, where you get the blow dart?
You can buy them.
You buy blow
can
darts?
Yeah, they got modern blow darts. They ain't just like wood reeds. Nah, they got them modernized now.
Oh, Esau.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Amazon.
Go ahead.
I ain't got that.
Oh, you watch F9.
The hell is this?
Esau got a blow
know
dart
your
with a
enemy.
scope on it. He's got a red dot sight.
Yeah.
Know your enemy. That's
Go ahead. Let's read down.
Among others.
Yeah, among others. Come on. A man.
A man told police on the campus of North Carolina A&T that he had armed himself in defense against a cult he thought was trying to kidnap him.
Right. Sure.
Hey, you know he looked like Charles Manson's son.
Right. Without the beard. He's just, you like, go back up. You know who he looks like? For real? He's like Jesus.
Oh yeah, he does kind of look
He
like
like
that
white
bitch.
Jesus.
Yeah,
He
looks
like Caesar. boy.
Caesar.
Charles Manson.
He looked just like, Charles Manson. There you go. Same thing. He looks like who you praying to in church today.
Yeah.
right.
Because it looks like Dylan Roof. He look like him too. It looks like he about to let him in. Read on.
Court records
But
show.
he said, there's a cult chasing me. On a black HBCU campus with 5 guns, a machete, a sword, a damn hatchet. What else he had? Brass knuckles, a blow dart,
makeshift.
Among others.
a makeshift firework explosion so nobody gets you.
He has a full-on riot control arsenal.
Let's say it. He's going to go kill black people.
Oh yeah.
Bring it out.
Yeah.
He was going to murder. He was going to mass murder black people in another school shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
But this time it's going to be a combination of what happened up there in where's that place in where he did that? They shot at the grocery store. I can't think
Buffalo.
of it. Buffalo, New York. It's going to be Buffalo, New York plus a school shooting. He's about to raise hell up in there.
Do he even go to that school?
No, he's HBCU.
This dude here.
But he's like, no, someone's chasing me. Nah, nigga. Nah, you feel some of the people some of the times. Read on. Oh, he did have a hatchet. No, read that. Read on.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm seeing more.
Come on, read.
Court records show Brandon Bentley, 27 of Greensboro, was arrested March 26 in possession of 5 guns.
5 guns.
A makeshift firework explosive.
A IC, what do you call it? A IC,
IED.
IED. There you go.
Yeah.
Brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles.
A machete.
A machete.
Sword. Blow dart.
Blow dart.
Weapon. Crossbow.
What the heck? So that one on there before.
That's hunting weapon.
Crossbow. That's not for this ain't self-defense right here.
Nah.
This is to mass murder.
Yeah.
He
Black-
about to have the time of his life, hiding in trees, behind cars,
Right.
bushes, the skies, and all that.
He was gonna be quietly killing.
Right. Read.
Hatchet.
He did have a hatchet. I just said hatchet. He got a hatchet. What's a hatchet for? To dismember bodies. Come on.
12 pocket knives.
How many pocket knives?
12 pocket knives.
What in the name of God?
Stop it.
Hey,
What the hell you gonna do with 12 pocket knives?
He must gonna start throwing them. It's like,
Hey, somebody would have grabbed him.
shit.
yo, this dude
You ain't got
probably.
but 2 hands.
only DJ 12 Fingers got 12 fingers.
Hey,
Oh, that's only DJ 12 right there.
hey, he probably went out there looking like damn Juggernaut.
Right.
I know exactly how he went out. You know, them Edomites, they have all the zippers on their pants.
There it
That's
is.
exactly
There
what
it is.
was.
There it is.
All the zippers on his pants.
Remember the Joker?
Right.
The Joker, when he shot at that movie theater, he was outfitted like that too.
Yep.
Riot gear and all that stuff. Bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
He going.
And a baton.
And he had a baton.
Bruh.
So he had some non-lethals. He had a baton for non-lethals. After he gets finished killing everybody else.
Gonna beat the hell out of everybody.
Like,
else.
that's like you just breaking. He's like, I'm going to break the brass knuckles after a while. I'm going to have to get the baton out. I'm going to break the baton. I got to get the 12 knives because I'm going to start breaking the knives off. That's some evil stuff. Now,
The hell is this?
Let's read on.
He was charged
Now,
with
this is the important part. We read all of that. Y'all already hear it's a mass murder about to go and kill possibly hundreds of people. Mm-hmm. That's enough to kill hundreds of people. Let's read his charges.
He was charged with 2 felonies, four misdemeanors for bringing weapons onto the campus,
So he wasn't fleeing. He was on campus about to murder people.
including bringing explosives on educational property. Paperwork linked to Bentley's arrest describes him as extremely agitated when he ran up to officers and told them about the cult he believed was after him. He told officers he feared for his life.
What?
Keep reading. Keep reading.
In setting his bond, a court officer.
Setting his what now?
In
Hold
setting
on. Bond? Did you read bond?
in setting his bond.
Why does he have a bond? Where is the hate crime charges?
Right. Where's the ADL?
Where's the
Explosives alone is federal. You ain't getting out.
Where's the terrorism charges? That's improvised explosive device, IED.
Where's the extremist?
Yeah, where's the extremist group? What church does this man go to?
Yeah.
Where they want 12 knives. The 12 knives shirt.
Wow.
Keep reading.
In setting his bond, a court officer wrote that Bentley was in a very dangerous mental state and is a huge flight risk.
They said everything's against him getting bond. He should not get out. This dude is extremely dangerous, and he's a huge flight risk. He can get it. He can move around.
Right.
Nonetheless, Bentley posted
So they said, regardless of all the stuff we just read to you, all the weapons, the explosives, his dangerous mental state, he's going to murder and kill black people. It said, nonetheless, read.
Bentley posted his $100,000 secured bond.
That's it.
And 9 times out of 10, they got a fund me behind the scenes somewhere going to get them out.
And that's cheap though. That's not even that much
Right.
for him to get out. That's not $100 million. People be on millions.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do $1 million. $100,000. That's it. And he got out. Read.
$100,000 secured bond on March 27th.
He was arrested at 26, y'all. He spent 1 day in jail for that.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Gets better. And was referred for a mental health evaluation.
Get the hell out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Emotional damage.
Get out of here.
He was just depressed.
You just
He was just depressed.
He was depressed.
he's depressed. Every time a white man, a Caucasian man, an Edomite man does this, it's not because he's crazy and he's evil.
Right.
Oh, his mental health.
Message.
He had a bad childhood.
Right.
But let a nigga sell a dime bag.
You know
He's
what?
a murderer. He's a thug.
Bruh.
He don't deserve to ever see the light of day. Kill him. That's what they be talking about.
Bring it out. You know what? You know why they don't put out the church that these kind of maniacs go to? Because they know that as much as they dumb down the populace have some sense, right? Mm-hmm. You put out the church, then now you start to dig into the faculties of where his mind really comes, like why he learns or why he does what he does.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If they was like, okay, this man who has a mental problem, and a lot of these people who have mental problems, they all seem to go to the Christian church.
Right.
And if we put out the church that all of these people go to, then they'll start to make others in a mass public think that there's something wrong with the church. So it's like, nah, we can't do that. We need to fill those churches up on Easter, on Christmas. Mm-hmm. We need to have trunk or treat during Halloweens.
Right. Mm-hmm. Dang.
Then lo and behold, your brother got everything in writing for his gun. He gets stopped by the police and announces everything, doing everything, the right protocol, and gets shot up.
In front of his wife and child.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets killed.
Yeah.
And that's a common thing. We fear for our lives.
Right.
But meanwhile, he went on there. You couldn't be more armed than he was. What else? He didn't have grenades.
He did have an IED.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He did have He didn't have a rocket launcher is what I meant. He didn't bring
The hell is this?
the ICBM that he made.
That was too heavy.
Yeah, that was too heavy.
Set it up already.
Right. What was that? Don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood. He had that rocket launcher on him. He didn't bring that. He didn't bring that. He didn't bring this tear gas. But he brought everything else.
Right.
And got out with, to me, a very, very low bond that he posted immediately.
It's only 10% of that.
He's out free right now, y'all.
Who let the dogs out?
Dang.
Woo.
Dang.
Right. Right.
Hey,
Go to, you got something else?
no, go ahead.
Give me number 3. Actually, no. Give me number 4. Give me number 4, that YouTube clip. Since we're talking about mass murderers who we just released into the to plot again. He was banned from campus, but I mean,
right.
So
what's gonna stop him from walking right back?
He
on
go
campus?
right back or go to a different one. He was banned from that campus. You say, okay, I'll see you at NC Central.
Yeah.
I'll see you at where else? Another one.
Fayetteville State.
Yeah.
Fayetteville State. I see you. I see you somewhere else. What's to stop him? And from what I read, he was a hermit. He just lived in his car. That's why he's a flight risk. He could pick up and go to your state. Bruh. So when you do see black people killed and he's behind it, we told you so. Y'all hypocrites. Y'all look at him like he's Jesus, like he's God.
Right.
And the laws don't pertain to the law is slack. And just you read earlier. Just
That's
read
it,
that
man.
one more time. Rebecca 1 and 4. It's not a racist campaign. We read the overwhelming evidence. He should not see the light of day.
That's
He's
right.
going to murder black people.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. He might murder a couple white people. Maybe that'll make you move. Some white folks might get in the way of his bullets and knives that he's throwing.
Right.
Yeah, but y'all don't want to see that. Y'all see Jesus.
Hey, listen, this place right here is oppressive, man.
Right.
That's why the Most High said, this is not our rest. Y'all too comfortable here, and you got a bullet that could fly past your head or hit you in the head at any moment dealing with these white folks.
Right. Give me number 4. Started timestamp is 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Talking about mass killings, which y'all just let out a mass murder.
Yep.
Right.
Y'all all good for it.
They didn't put him on a mental hold or anything. They can put you on a mental hold even if they don't arrest you. Right. They can put you in a facility and say, "Hey, you ain't going nowhere because you got some issues." You know what I'm saying? You need to stay here until it's involuntary, right?
Yeah, they didn't do that. They ain't do that.
They said get out, and we'll refer you to somebody just in case you think you might want to talk about it
if
before
you really
you go
want
kill people.
Oh, you know they're talking soft to him.
Yeah.
After they bought him a cheeseburger. Hey,
Bruh.
You got issues like this, and yet they focus on trying to make us believe that we forced ourselves into slavery.
Oh God.
Right.
Y'all got it?
All right, it's low.
And this idea that the flyers that we were talking about, the idea that younger
So
people.
hold on, real
actually-
quick. Hold on. So just in case for those of y'all who are listening on a podcast or the radio waves, this is what's behind the rise in America's extremist mass killing problem. All right, that's what we're listening to. It was something that was put out by MSNBC. Go ahead.
Anti-Semitism.
That groups of people are going around and throwing anti-Semitic flyers into people's front yards and at them in cities across this country, and then trying to grow their online followers.
Pause.
Please,
Wow.
please. You see how she made it like a evil thing? Oh, it's throwing,
Throwing them in the yard
and
at
throwing them
people.
at people. Come on, man.
You know who they're talking like because we pass flyers.
Right.
And, it don't matter what you say, it's anti-Semitic. We just say we are the people of the Bible.
Right.
That's anti-Semitism because it means they're not.
Right.
But that's their belief. Most of them don't even believe that. Most of them don't even go to synagogue?
Yes.
Synagogue. Synagogue Satan. How'd I forget? Most of them don't even go to synagogue. You know what I'm saying? They're not Orthodox, ultra-Orthodox. They just be running around pretending, they blend in with the rest of the white people that they are.
Right.
But if we put out that we're the Jews, it's anti. Why is this on MSNBC and the other guy who's about to murder thousands of, I'm say thousands.
Obliterate.
He could kill everybody in that campus
Right.
with what he had. Why is he not on MSNBC?
Bruh.
They're concerned about paperwork, papers, printed out papers, flyers. Go ahead.
Cities across this country, and then trying to grow their online followers.
That's right.
Through the imagery of these anti-Semitic acts of terror, really.
That was terror?
What does that tell you about?
What's the difference between? I need to understand this. It's terror when you pass out literature, but not they gotta have 14 pocket knives.
With a blowguard.
Bruh.
That's not a terrorist. Come on. He had a bad day.
Oh, did he receive an anti-Semitic flyer and it made him want to go to the school and kill people?
Right.
Was that what happened?
Is that the
that's
reason?
the cause behind the mass killing thought? Nah.
Anti-black flyer. What an anti-black flyer? He got a, what do you call it when he write down these stuff?
A hit list.
Yeah, they call something a manifest. He had his manifest wrote.
Manifesto. Yeah.
That's the dangerous paperwork we need to be looking for. Or a flyer. No, where the manifesto at? Did y'all check his car for that? Come on.
Society and the way in which there seems to be some sick enjoyment in terms of terrorizing people.
We're in a selfie culture.
And frankly, that culture also impacts and animates the way extremists operate. So when you talk about flyers being put on,
this is Paul. This is Oren Siegel, the vice president of the ADL. So he's under Green Black.
Right.
He's under what's his first name?
Jonathan Green Black.
Devil. There you go. Read on. Play on.
Lawns of people's homes or banners being dropped off of freeways.
Yes.
Or harassment of people in the street, like we saw just a couple of days ago.
It said banners being dropped off of freeways?
Yeah. Wow. That's in Moore County, where I'm from. They had that banner hanging over the overpass talking about, they said some anti-Semitic stuff was posted. It was white folks did it.
Yeah, we ain't doing them. Yeah, that was white folks that did it.
They defacing public property. We don't do that. But she's about to touch on us. You might have to roll it back like 1 second. She said harass people on the street. Go ahead.
Off of freeways.
Yes.
Or harassment of people in the street, like we saw just a couple of days ago, not too far from the studios here at a theater, showing a play about anti-Semitism. What they're doing is not just targeting a community, they're filming it.
Yeah.
They're making sure that there's propaganda value, so then when they signal back to their communities online in order to keep people engaged. And by the way, they're also getting cryptocurrency and other money in order to continue to do this type of harassment. Extremism, anti-Semitism, and bigotry today is frankly a form of entertainment.
Wow.
And they have ways to make sure that people are constantly engaged. And that's why this is such a serious threat. That's why not only the Jewish community, the LGBTQ community, and others feel vulnerable.
Pause.
Because
do black people not feel vulnerable?
Right.
It sounds like they're in cahoots. It sounds like these are the movements united. It's like
right.
The Jewish people got to stand up for the LGBT. I think there's a link there.
What does anti-Semitism have to do with you making everybody think that you were born a man, but now you want to be called a woman? Right. What does that have to do with that?
Message.
How are those two intertwined at all? But now, you know what I heard just then? Now I understand why there's so much talk being made about the government's going to a electronic currency and things like that, so that just in case we decide that you are anti-Semitic, we're going to stop all of your funding. Any means of you being able to distribute funds to make things happen, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got something?
No, he was just stuttering a lot. Dab. Yeah, he didn't know.
It's dude.
Hey, I got
talking heads that was up there. That's all it is. That's to make it like that's what the world thinks. It's just two talking heads going back and forth. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's everybody's opinion. No, it's not. That's what those dark powers that want you to think everyone's thinking and want you to start thinking the same. Y'all ain't concerned about that mess. Y'all out here, we concerned about the guy that pulled up to A&T University. And they never told the people on campus.
Right.
That wasn't in the article. They never told them till way after he was arrested, probably released. They never told him that there was about to be an active shooter on campus.
Right.
They mentioned it. They were going to let it happen. They were never going to warn us. That's what we need to be concerned about. Where's the talking heads talking about that? But go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, go to this is the propaganda that just came out on MSNBC, and it's starting to happen more frequently. I'm noticing. With a lot of these other major platforms. Go to Revelation 16:13 real quick. Remember the title of the show, part 2, of course, when propaganda attacks, right? Watch this.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon.
It says out of the mouth of the dragon. The main ruling empire on this planet Earth. This is what the chapter is talking about. When the main ruling empire is about to get destroyed, but it's saying some things that's going to happen that this empire is going to do before it gets destroyed in chapter 17, 18, and 19. One of the things that this ruling empire would do, which is called the dragon, one of these unclean things that come out of his mouth, says the dragon, and what else?
And out of the mouth of the beast. And out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Hey, what you just saw from, what you just heard from MSNBC, that was what unclean spirit that came out of the mouth of the dragon. Speaking things falsely about harassing people on the street.
Right.
I need MSNBC.
Right.
I need y'all to prove what you said. Prove that those flyers cause harm or is a result of people getting killed on campus.
Right.
Or even to add, why didn't they show any evidence of these things?
Exactly.
They're always talking.
Bring it out.
Nothing you show proof of anything. Nothing.
Right. Let's go to, there's so much to touch on, but I want to go to some stuff going on locally. This is IUIC Raleigh. Let's talk about what's going on in Raleigh.
Let's do it.
let's go to number 7. Let's go number 7. And there's some screenshots on 11 for it. The News and Observer. I think it's the Raleigh News and Observer. Now we're going to get a little personal. I was talking about Israelites. Now it's not us. Remember, we're not affiliated with. I gotta really stress this. We are not affiliated with the following group.
Not one.
We don't know those. We don't know these guys. They do their own thing. But we want to bring out some stuff. Read that title.
Extremist religious group books Raleigh Convention Center for national event.
So there's some group booking the convention center. This just 30 minutes from us. Go ahead.
An extremist religious group says it has rented the Raleigh Convention Center for its annual Passover celebration.
Now, they doing it on the wrong day, but that's neither here nor there. They want to go celebrate the Passover. Hey, so we'll see what happens. Go ahead.
The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, or ISUPK.
We not affiliated.
Is a Philadelphia.
We're not affiliated. I had to say it one time. Go ahead.
Is a Philadelphia-based nonprofit that has chapters across the United States.
That chapters we're not affiliated with. Keep reading.
It is considered one of the extremist sects within the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, according to the Anti-Defamation League,
ADL,
which tracks and fights anti-Semitism.
All right, so let's get to the lies. Now, in the screenshots, let's jump down to where it says the Raleigh City Council. It's going to say Raleigh City Council. They took a vote. Now, what they did, they also kind of shoved it. Pull back up the article so we can see it. You just scroll down. They want to pass legislation immediately. There's no legislation passed for the guy with the 30 guns and knives and blow darts at A&T, but no, that's not it. The next one. That can stay in the same article. There we go. That one on the right. Let's read that. The Raleigh City Council.
Blow it up a little bit?
No, you can start the one on the left.
The one on the left?
Yeah, read the whole thing real fast.
People have complained about the group. And
so they complained about that Israelite group that we're not affiliated with. But I'm sure they complained about all of them.
Yep.
Anybody that street teaches gets complaints.
Yep.
Come on.
And shared their encounters with the group at Moore Square and throughout downtown.
That's where they set up. We ain't over there. Go ahead.
Go back up a little bit. There you go. It's the reason the city of Raleigh is considering.
It's one reason. Make sure you get that in there.
It's one reason the city of Raleigh is considering a new ordinance that makes harassment a criminal misdemeanor.
Now, they were considering it. They've since passed it.
Right.
It says harassment is now a misdemeanor.
Yep.
They say this is one of the reasons. It's not the reason because they've been teaching. We teach for years. Again, we ain't affiliated, but what they're doing is supposed to be protected free speech.
Yep. Supposed to be.
Right.
Supposed to be.
But free speech, there's no such thing as that. Y'all gonna find that out. There's no such thing as free speech. Let's read on.
There's a group that comes out to Moore Square and screams obscenities at people.
Again, we're not affiliated with them. I don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
They say they scream obscenities. Okay, go ahead.
Baldwin said in an interview last week, harasses people.
Now, he said just screaming at people is harassing people. Now, the brothers talk on a mic. I don't use a microphone. If you don't have a microphone, you yell. We go out there, we exalt our voice, Isaiah 58:1, to get attention.
Yep.
By no means is it harassing people to speak loudly.
Yeah, you can ignore us.
Yeah, you can.
That's up to you. You can ignore us.
Walk right past us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same way when they have events and they got like Easter events, the Easter egg hunt, they on the microphone. I don't want to hear that.
Exactly.
And I walk right past it. I don't need to call the police.
Yeah, I feel harassed. Matter of fact, how about this? Let's go a step further. In my house, I don't want to get my door knocked on by Jehovah's Witness. That's harassment.
That's harassment. They coming to your house, bruh. Bring it.
Yeah, there was no bomb.
I seen them post up everywhere. Go ahead, say it again.
Yeah, nah, I was like, hey, let's take it a step further.
Let's go with it.
They have the
calling
Jehovah's
police.
Yeah. Hey, they have the Jehovah's Witness that actually come to our door and then harass us with that. I don't want to hear that.
I want to hear that.
Right.
What the hell is this?
That's
Hey,
harassment.
he still didn't drop the bomb.
Oh, we out of bombs.
Yeah, we out of bombs.
That got to all the
He got 14 pocket knives. He got other bombs. He got
They got a bag of
flashlights, taser guns, and 2 German shepherds.
You got all the armaments. Go ahead, back to the article real quick. Run out of time. Keep reading.
Oh, man.
Come on, article back up, fellas. Come on, IT. Get it back up there. All right, keep reading. Read a little faster.
Harasses people. We've gotten a lot of complaints, and so that's part of it. And then the other part is the abortion protest.
Okay, go ahead.
Now you got it.
So I actually delivered to one of these places, right? It's off of Drake Circle. It's over there, Lake Boone Street. And they have a big Catholic presence, huge Catholic presence on a lot of these abortion clinics that they're mixing that into.
Yes.
So they're saying anybody that feels like they need to have that liberty to have free speech out there in public, harassing people,
right?
They want to shut all of them down,
right?
And they're trying to include us in the mix of that,
right? That's the only lawful way they can do it. They have to blend us in with what they do at abortion clinics.
Yeah.
Me and Abraham, I don't know if you about to say something. It's happened. We went out teaching. I don't know who else was there. You might have been there too. When we was teaching in Raleigh, one of the black pastors, pastor.
I still got his book. Go ahead.
Who this law is passed against? This is you.
Yeah,
pastor, if you out there. He says, "Why are y'all out here teaching? We're not. We are in our neighborhood. We out there where our people at.
Right.
We over there in Raleigh. We're down southeast.
Right.
He said, why y'all out here when you need to be over here with us, me and him and his church, his followers, at these abortion clinics?
Right.
Yep. He said that.
He said, why ain't y'all here with the abortion clinics with us? Y'all really want to do something? Talk to me when you come to these abortion clinics. But here's what happens at the abortion clinics. They actually do harass people.
They actually do.
They go out and they block the way for them to go in there and they go murder babies. We don't believe in that. We ain't down with that. But guess what? They got the right to do so.
Yep.
And you can't block the sidewalk. You can't block them. They'll follow them around, say, you're going to murder that baby? You're going to murder them? You're a murderer. You're a bloody murderer. God's going to judge. They'll go out and be in their face saying this stuff and follow them to and fro when they're trying to go do their thing.
Yep. Bring it out.
I told we not part of that.
Right.
Now, we do prevention way before you get pregnant. We out here trying to tell you, get married.
That's right.
We do 13 and 4 real quick. We got our prevention. We ain't going out to no abortion clinics and actually harass people with the Christian church, with the Catholic church. Y'all harass people. Y'all deserve to have the police called on y'all.
Hey, all we trying to do is teach our people so we can get the hell out of Babylon.
That's
If they don't want to hear it, we say, you can leave.
That's it.
Exactly.
Beat your feet. We ain't got to talk to you. Go ahead.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4.
Here's how we prevent abortions. Read.
Marriage is honorable in all.
We go out in the neighborhoods and we teach marriage. We go out where our people is and we teach get married. Stop being whores and whoremongers. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
Get with your wife, you can have all your sexual desires. Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
And we say, we're not going to do nothing to you. We're not going to harass you. We're not going to beat on you. We're not going to kill you. God going to judge you. And we leave it at that.
That's it.
We don't need to go stand outside of an abortion clinic every day.
Right.
With signs and trying to make people feel bad. We don't come out there to do it. We come to uplift black people. We come to uplift the Hispanic community. We're already beat down enough. We're going to tell you are God's chosen people. We don't go out there with it. That's harassment. What we do is not harassment. We go to build people up, build their spirits up.
Right.
We go back to the article. At least y'all got something.
No, that was it.
The Raleigh City Council vote was 7-1, with Council member Mary Black the lone vote against the ordinance on March 21st.
But since they passed it since then.
Afterward, she said she wanted to better.
That's why she didn't vote, though. This is key.
Afterward, she said she wanted to better understand how the ordinance would balance the rights of people to protest and the real concerns of harassment.
She said, I think y'all going to misuse this. I think you're going to abuse this. How are you going to balance what's actual protest versus harassment?
Right.
Because there's a way they could do, like what we do, you consider that a form of protest. It's First Amendment protected speech. We can be out there and not like something and say it out loud.
Yep.
But they said, she's saying, I don't want to vote for this because I don't understand where's the line going to be drawn.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's the line going to get drawn?
Yeah.
Come on.
The ordinance will be placed on the agenda of the April 4th City Council meeting because state law requires 2 votes for ordinances that include criminal offenses.
So that's already passed. This April 8th now. It's April 9th.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep.
During the March 21st meeting, City Attorney Robin Tatum said the ordinance offers additional remedies for people who are experiencing harassing conduct in some public spaces in the city.
No. You know what that's for. Who's that for, y'all? That's for Israelites.
Sounds like us.
That's for Israelites.
Right.
That's for street teachers.
Yeah.
Because they say, all you got to do is make that phone call. We get that phone call all the time. We ain't even talking to you.
Yeah.
They're out here and they talking to people. Like, who business? It's not your business. We can talk to people.
Yeah.
Hey, meanwhile, you have Jehovah's Witnesses posted up downtown Raleigh every single day.
Not even just them.
On my damn nerves.
You have Muslim or Islam out there praying with a loudspeaker.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. I mean,
That's harassment.
You got Jehovah's Witnesses, not just one setup. They had like 4 or 5 setups downtown Raleigh near this area right here.
Bruh.
So, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Stop with the crap.
That's religious oppression. If you don't believe in their version of white Jesus, you can't go out there and do it.
Right.
They're not going to call the police on the Jehovah's.
Hey, that's harassment.
That's harassment. I don't like it.
You know,
I'm calling the
exactly.
police. I'm calling the police.
Let's add on to the harassment. If I'm walking in my neighborhood, I don't need to get stopped by some white dude on a bike talking about the God of the Mormons is for you.
Right.
I don't need that.
Right.
He following
That's
me.
harassment.
Yeah, that's harassment.
Let's take it a step further.
Little Billy Bob.
Even these bums that's not bums on the median, when I stop at a stoplight,
bring it out.
Come to my car
Right.
and say, "Can you help me with a couple of change?" I don't have no money. That's harassment to me, bro. I'm calling the police.
And it cuts your ass out when you say no.
Exactly. Right.
How's that not harassment? No, that's specifically geared against the Israelites.
Right.
They had to find shoehorn a way in to try to silence us. But guess what? We're not going to be silenced.
Right.
We're not going to be silenced. IT, I sent you. Did you finish that article?
So one more section at the
Go ahead.
bottom.
Yeah, read on.
We do have authority to regulate threatening or intimidating conduct, she said.
Okay, drop this. Go to IT. I just sent you a screenshot. I'm going to fast forward after they passed it because on April 4th, it didn't end up passing. Broadcast channel.
Real quick.
Go ahead, Os.
The definition of harass as a verb, meaning the action of it, is subject to aggressive pressure or intimidation.
Message.
So how is, hey, would you like a flyer? Nah. Okay. All right. How's that harassment or intimidation?
It's the ADL.
You see what I'm saying?
It's the Canary
That's
Mission.
it.
Yeah.
They harass.
It's Koofy.
Yeah.
It's
they
goofy.
have
It's
no-
SPLC.
That's right.
It's go ahead.
Right. That's right. Putting somebody's address because you don't agree with their beliefs.
Right.
Putting the address on the website and their place of work and everything like that for the world. That's intimidation and pressure. That is literally harassment.
And defamation.
Right.
Matter of fact, the fact that we asked if they want the flyer, right?
Right.
And we're not trying to invade your personal space. If anything,
No.
we have our address on the back so you can come see us.
That's right.
So we're not invading you. We want you to come see us.
Come see us.
So
Right. Heavy. Go ahead. You got it? I'll tell you, I'm counting on you.
something's happening.
I'm counting on you. After that, I want 16 on the list. All right, let's read the highlighted portions. So this is after the vote. Matter of fact, scroll up. Let me see something. Real quick, scroll up. Other way. So this is after the vote. I'm gonna read the whole thing. It says, I've seen at Pride events where folks have been really aggressive with performers and some other stuff. So it's talking about, remember they mentioned LG. These two things, the people on top, the Jewish man, right, who is Amalek in the Bible, the ADL, they push pride and they push anti-Semitism stuff.
Yep.
Those two things go hand in hand. That's the movement. That's the dark forces that the armored God got to protect you from. It says, Councilmember Jonathan Melton also expressed concerns about the ordinance during the first vote, but said Tuesday that they had been addressed by the second and final vote. So whatever they is, hey, no, don't worry about it. Do what we say. That's what happened.
Yep.
It says, to be, I guess, guilty of this offense, you do have to follow the person with the intent to threaten or intimidate and surround and corner them. But that's not what was put out. It was putting out that these brothers, those other Israelite group, who we're not affiliated with, we're saying that applies to them, but no one does that. Even they don't do that. Yeah, even they don't do that. No Israelite camp do that. Right. It's just to demonize all Israelites, to put us with the Christians
that actually do surround,
surround and harass people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They go to some of the times they go to Pride events and they'll harass. They go to drag events. You have the Proud Boys go out there to harass and intimidate.
Yeah.
We ain't going out to no drag. What's it called? Drag story time. Ain't what's it called?
Yeah.
What they have? They had North Carolina. Yep. I don't know how this ain't harassment. In Wilson, I believe, transgender at a story time got on top of a little kid.
Right.
And gave him a lap dance.
That's battery.
Yeah, it's battery. That's child abuse. It's pedophilia. It's
devil.
No jail
indecent
time.
liberties.
Indecent liberties
trauma.
for a minor trauma. No jail time was given because the dark forces of this world is behind that, and the wrong people being Jews. All that's linked together. Read on for me, Nine.
To be, I guess, guilty of this offense, you do have to follow the person with the intent to threaten or intimidate and surround and corner them.
We don't never do that. We say beat your feet, you don't listen. We prophesy to the wind. We don't need it. Come on.
Melton said, and I think that's probably written narrowly enough to avoid an application, in my opinion, that is broad enough to cover legitimate protesting and those types of advocacy and civil disruptions, and is intended to really focus to really focus on folks that are getting cornered, blocked, or in concern for their safety.
That never happens.
That never happened.
But they already didn't put our name in this.
Message.
The source article. And that's running on all the North Carolina news channels that, hey, we got this hate group over here.
Right.
And we ain't no hate group. I know Israel United in Christ. We not a hate group.
That's right.
We out here teaching God's law, statutes, and commandments. Now, these other groups, they might go yell at white people. Hey, I don't mess with them.
Right.
We don't know them. We know us. We go out here to uplift our people.
Bring it out.
That's our people.
That's why we the class is when propaganda attacks. Right. Propaganda is geared to sway the minds of the masses against somebody.
Right.
So that when you attack, you pushing lies towards a certain group, you're putting pressure and intimidation on them from other people who don't even really know what's going on because they're going off of what you say.
Right.
So you're defaming people to get harm done to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With propaganda attacks.
Hypocrisy again to the ADL. You're defaming people putting these lies upon them that don't do nothing that you said they do.
Bring it out. Spirit. Because that's where we're going next. Yeah. Let's look at hypocrisy. Ooh. Let's look at the Canary Mission. Now, this is a Jewish organization. Jewish as in not the real Jews.
The issues.
Give me Revelations 2 and 9. Y'all might know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not making this up. There's a Bible, and in this Bible, there's a man named Christ. And Christ has words written in red. And I would like to share with you on this quote-unquote Easter Sunday the words of Jesus Christ.
Bring it out!
Jesus Christ said in the Bible.
Revelations chapter 2 and verse 9.
This written in red?
It is not.
2 and 9.
No, it is.
It is. Not in your Bible.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I say. It's not.
It is. Come on.
Oh, it's Christ. Yeah, it is Christ speaking. My bad. Revelations chapter 2 and verse 9.
Read.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
So Christ said he knows our works, tribulation, and poverty. That's the real Israelites. We are at the bottom. We got people showing up with blow darts and grenades. Come on.
Right. But thou art rich.
So you're rich because you are chosen of God.
That's right. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
The hate speech. That's the hate speech. That's blasphemy against God. That's hate against God. Of them that what?
Of them which say they are Jews.
That means throughout the world, they are known as the Jews. They proclaimed themselves for hundreds of years to be you. Read.
And are not.
And God said it's not. God said the Bible would not agree with them being the Jews. There's nowhere in the Bible that says Caucasian people are Jews. You cannot find white Jews or red Jews, as we see is written in certain research books. They call them the red Jews.
Right.
There's no place that says that. You got more?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
The church of lies.
The devil.
The church of the devil. Give me Jeremiah 14 and 2. Let's see, what color are the Jews?
Bring it out.
Real quick.
Bring it out.
And then we get back to the Canary Mission. Y'all got it? Pull it up when y'all get it.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Bring it out!
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
There it is. There's the substance. There's our proof. It says the Jews, Judah, are black unto the ground.
That's right.
I don't see. Get a white man out of that. You ain't getting it. All right. Now pull the article up for me. IT. Y'all got it. Canary Mission. All right. Go ahead, Ibn.
Canary Mission.
That's number 16?
Number 1.
No, I want 16. 16, brother. 16. Stay with me.
But you know, it sounds like we need an ADL for the ADL. Because it sounds like they do a whole lot of defaming to be an against defamation organization.
Right.
They do a whole lot of defaming.
They're like the opposite. They don't like this opposite thing, the opposite game. It's
they're the anti-defamation league.
Yeah, what we actually do is defame people.
Two negatives. So technically, they're a defamation league.
Technically, we defame people. Right. We're a league of people united in defaming other people.
They go on all the news networks to use defaming the same, well, defaming us.
Right.
All over the same people, using the same people.
Y'all got it? All right, they got it. Go ahead.
Against Canary Mission. University faculty condemn Canary Mission blacklist.
So that's harassment. A blacklist is not just, we're going to keep you from things. It's to target people, to target their social media. What the Canary Mission does, they got a Twitter page, they got a website where they put students and they put some of our faces up.
Right.
And to incite anger and hatred and violence toward the people in the photos.
Exactly.
They put you on a blacklist.
Right.
So come on.
That's a hit list.
Yeah, hit list.
Yeah,
hit list. Come on.
As faculty who have served, or are likely to serve to an admissions committee at graduate and undergraduate university programs across the country, We unequivocally assert that the Canary Mission website should not be trusted as a resource to evaluate students' qualifications for admission.
Oh, you hear that? Right. He said they cannot be trusted.
Right. That's evil. They're saying that's evil. They shouldn't do that. Right. It's harassment.
We condemn Canary Mission.
They do what? The university does what?
We condemn Canary Mission as an effort to intimidate.
To what?
As an effort to intimidate.
That law that just got passed should apply to them. They're intimidating people, read.
And blacklist students and faculty.
And Israelites. Come on.
Who stand for justice for Palestinians.
That means justice for Palestinians or just being against Israel's initiatives. Taking things that don't belong to them. Like, I don't know, our identity.
Right.
Like our land. Who they divided. Give me that real quick, Joel, as we close it out. So you see right there, it's time's up, Esau. Even you're divided against it. It says Satan divided against himself. Can his kingdom stand? Y'all against each other. You Joel.
You want to start at verse 3?
Yeah.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot.
Oh, no, yeah, go ahead.
And sold a girl for wine.
No, you can start at verse 2.
Start at verse 2?
Yeah.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 2.
Come on.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
When God pleads, he destroys. He's going to plead with fire. That's how he's going to plead. That's World War III, which is inevitable.
Right.
Come on. You see right now, Israel got bombs going towards Syria, vice versa. They're launching rockets everywhere. Come on.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
My heritage, Israel, that's us. And we're scattered among the nations. Come on.
And parted my land.
What they do?
And parted my land.
So you're not going to have rest. We're going to keep teaching this word. There's nothing you can do to stop it. All these laws, they're going to fall upon themselves, and we still going to teach this truth because God's going to allow it.
Right.
That's right.
Before we close out, any final words for you, brothers?
No, sir. Repent.
Right. Keep God's commandments. Come out the Christian church.
If you got a question, call us.
Yeah, call us. Let me get the info. You might need the info. Hey, so we got a physical location at 111 South Market Street, Benson, North Carolina. All right, 111 South Market Street, Benson, North Carolina. All right, that zip code is 27504. Or reach us by email at armorofgodradio@gmail.com. That is armorofgodradio@gmail.com. And you can call us at 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. 1-855-484-4842, extension 7098. Hey, that's been our show. This is the Armor of God Radio Show. Y'all stand in the spirit, and that we say shalom.
Shalom.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.